Hello everyone, I welcome you all in this video. Civics chapter number 3, the Union Executive. In this chapter we are going to study central government including president, functions of Mr. President, Prime Minister, Council of Ministers and many other points which are given in the simple manner. So students, you have to watch this video carefully. You have to study this chapter very well. At least the one time you have to read this topic for better understanding. See, at the beginning, last chapter we have learnt about the Union Legislature, which included the structure and functioning of the Parliament. Yes, do you remember? Parliament is equal to President plus Lok Sabha plus Rajya Sabha. And in this chapter we are going to study the Union Executive. So who are included in the Union Executive and what is their role in running central government, we are going to study here. So at the beginning, one chart has been given. That chart you have to observe. See here, that union government means the central government. Okay, union government means the central government, and the union government is made up of following constituents. Like the constituents are the part. See, union government, president, then legislature, Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha is a part of legislature, and in the executive, Prime Minister and Council of Ministers. This chart you have to draw in your notebook for better learning. So you have to draw this one. After that, see the structure of the union government. Yes, you know that the legislature, executive and judiciary, three are the organs of the state and they work for the welfare of the people. Legislature, executive and judiciary work for the welfare of the people. In a parliamentary system, means like India, the executive is a part of the legislature and is responsible to the legislature. In the chapter number 1 we have studied, and when we learned about the executive, it is very important for us to understand who are included in executive, what are the constitutional provisions relating to the executive, and what is the process of policy making for the public welfare. Everything we have to study in this topic. And India's union executive comprises of the president, prime minister and council of ministers. Once again, see, India's union executive comprises of the president, prime minister and the council of ministers. Yes, their role is in the central government. Actually, what do they do? He or the she will study here president, prime minister and council of ministers, about them. At the beginning, see here president. First one, president. According to the provision in the Constitution of India, the president is the supreme head of the state. And the office of the president has the highest honor and prestige, and it represents the Republic of India. Should not forget, office of the president is the highest honor and the prestige, and it represents the Republic of India. All executive powers of the state are vested in the president by the constitution. Everything is given in the hands of president. The government carries out its function in the name of the president, central government, and in reality the prime minister and the council of ministers run the government, and therefore president is a nominal and the constitutional head, whereas the prime minister is the executive head. Should not forget these two words. Then election of the president. The president is indirectly elected by the people of India, indirectly, and prime minister is directly elected by the people. The common people do not vote in the elections of the president. He is elected by directly elected representatives of the central and the state legislature. Central and the state legislature, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, Vidhan Parishad, Vidhan Sabha, such representatives elect this president, and the group of these parliamentarians and the number of the state legislature is known as the electoral college, like the electoral college. See, this is a group elect to the president. After that, election of the president, the tenure of the president is 5 years. The tenure of the president is 5 years. The person contesting the presidential election should be an Indian citizen whose age should be at least 35 years, and the person elected to the position of the president has to take an oath while accepting the post. Somewhere you have seen this. According to the oath, the president bears the responsibility of protecting the constitution and ensuring that government runs as per the constitution. He takes oath or the she takes oath. The president governs in accordance with the advice given by Prime Minister and Council of Ministers. Yes, as per the advice or as per the taken decisions, he takes the decision for entire nation. Not only this one, the responsibility of protecting the constitution is shouldered by the president. Shouldered by the president. On the name of the president, all the decisions are taken. But if any act of the president violates the constitution, then the parliament has the authority to remove the president. But such case never happen in our country. Okay, when the president violates the constitution, then there is a provision to remove the president. This process is known as process of impeachment. Process of impeachment. Any one house can lay the charge of violation of the constitution, and the investigation of the charge is carried out by the other house, and the resolution has to be passed by special 2/3 majority of both the houses of the parliament. How this is like the critical process, see, to remove president. See, after that, the powers and the functions of the president. The constitution has entrusted several powers and functions of the president. Out of that one, few functions are given here. First number, the president summons the meetings of parliament, means Rajya Sabha and the Lok Sabha together. Like they prorogue the session of parliament, send the messages to both houses, dissolve the parliament, and after the tenure, means after 5 years is over, on even before the tenure gets over, means can dissolving parliament is in the hands of the president before the time as well as after the time. And second number, bill passed by the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha must be signed by the president. Without his signature, the bill cannot become a law. Bill cannot become a law. And not only the students, third number, president appoints the prime minister and other ministers on the recommendations of prime minister. Prime minister suggests that one person should include in the ministry. As per the request as well as per the suggestion, presidents nominate or the appoints other ministers in the council of ministers. The president appoints the judges of the Supreme Court and the High Courts. Okay, Supreme Court's judges and the High Court judges are appointed by the president, and the president also appoints the governors of states, chief election commissioner, and other important officers. See what rights are given to him to in the matter of appointments. And the president is the commander in chief of the armed forces, army, navy, and air force. Decisions are regarding war and the peace are made by the president. On his name decisions are taken. Not only this one, powers and the functions of the president. Sixth number one, the president has some judicial powers too, which are see here. For instance, the president has the power to reduce the punishment, grant a respite or commute a sentence of a person or in special circumstances grant pardons, excuse, or the reprieves on humanitarian grounds. See, reducing the punishment as well as like the special circumstances granting pardons, he has rights. President has the power to declare emergency in the case of crisis. Any bad situation take place in our country, arising in the country, there are three kinds of emergencies mentioned in the constitution. Which one? First number C, the national emergency. Second, state emergency. Third number is financial emergency. Once again, see, national emergency, state emergency, and financial emergency. Three emergencies are included in the constitution. In the absence of the president, his functions are carried out by the vice president. Vice president is there, and the vice president is elected by members of both the houses, Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. So students, like I hope that the first part of the union executive regarding president you understood well. Yes, we have to watch this video again for the better learning. Even you can read this text carefully, and the new words, like as I go through the dictionary, you will get like as a better ideas. So take care of yourself, take care of your family members. Yes, we'll meet in a next video soon. Jai Hind.